All right, folks, today I got for you Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. We're going to have these basic chord shapes, these Keith Richards, Rolling Stones, very common chord shapes here. We have the 5-5-5. We're trying to mute that small one so we get a little angle on that finger to get that one going. We're going to bring in the 7 on the big string and the 6 on the second string, and we're going to play those 3 strings. Try to still keep that one muted there. So our first thing is... So the interesting thing about that is it comes in on the and of the 4, so it's an upstroke. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it comes in ahead of that new beat. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, up, up, down. So we switch chords after the first up to this chord, and then we go up, down on that one. So that's like the and of the 1 and the 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one just has a few more strums to it. So it's up, up, down, up, 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 down. 2 each on those last ones. So 3, 4. And then we're going to move over here to this B flat chord. This was a C and this was an F. This is a B flat. We have the top 3 threes here. And we're going to bring in this 5 to get that little honky tonk rhythm thing going. So we got... So we got down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And you want to get this real tall up there so you still hear both of these notes of the chord, you know, when you get on that one. So we got... And at this point, there's a little guitar fill. That's like the Ron Wood. We're doing the Keith Richards part, and Ronnie Wood would come in with this. So that whole intro with that in mind would be like 3, 4. That's where the verse would start. Keep going on that verse. It's like 4 sets. So sometimes you can do a big power chord there, that F power chord, 3 and 5. After, that'd be like a Ron Wood thing too, it'd be like after the little Keith Richards strum. So that's another thing you can throw in there. So let's say this is that 4th time again, we got. Now we're ready for the chorus. We're gonna do the C. And instead of being on that upbeat ahead, we're just kind of on the down strum on the 1 there, new measure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here we're going to come up to the 10th fret, those top 3, and that's going to be an F chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that one comes in on the and on an upstroke there. So we got. We're going to slide the 8s to the 7, back to the 5. So we got. So we do that 3 whole times, right? So here's like, say, the 3rd time. New part. So that's just kind of a straight up bum, 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 3 times. And it's going to end with a 2 of those slidey things. So let's look at this new part. And then you're back to the original thing, the main riff. Okay, so let's go from the chorus again. We've got C to F, 5s to 10s, and then a slide from 8 to 7 to 5. So 3, 4. double slide. Back to the very beginning. Okay, so we would have, after the chorus, we would have one little riff, and then he gets back in on the verse, and there's 3 verses that time, 3 sets of that thing. But there's a couple fills to look at. So when the verse starts, it'd be like, first one is normal. Then the next one, so we have a couple fills there. After the first chords, we're gonna have, so that's hitting the 5s with an upstroke and then hammering in on that 7 and 6, 7 on the big one, 6 on the second, and then pulling off and then hammering in again. So it's, and then when we get to that B flat chord, he gets into like one of those kind of bendy rock and roll Johnny B. Good kind of things, but we can't really bend this G string here. So instead of bending that, we're gonna just like slide it into the 10. We can hit this 6 on the B string to go with it. So that'd be the kind of rock and roll kind of riff, kind of simulating that. And they would change that kind of stuff all the time, so it doesn't have to be just perfect, but you kind of see where it fits in. So if I did that whole, starting with that second part of that verse and show you all 3 of these fills, it would go like this: 2, 3, 4. Then we beat chorus. Let's try that chorus real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it takes some strength to get those things to do that kind of stuff, but it'll really strengthen up those fingers, and doing this thing will help you with like your stretch and everything. So these are really important chords, and if you'll see me in my other lessons like doing these shapes a whole lot. I find like a shape like this a lot easier to get to other chords to and from without having to like carry that one along with you, and you can see how it leads right into other riffs that help, you know. So the Stones is a great example of how important these 2 types of shapes can be. So let's see, we're gonna get into let's do that chorus again, into that new part. New part. And then we got the sliding 2 times. So let's do that new part real slow. 2, 3, 4. 3 times. And then let's do that slidey thing. 3, 4. And then we're back to the beginning. Last verse. Just keeps doing that and fades out eventually. All right, so that was Start Me Up by the Rolling Stones. Hope you dug that. There'll be a little tab with this. Thanks for watching Damon's Baritone Uke Joint. We'll talk to you soon.